Hello, Dane here for KMAC Museum's Tiny Art Tales. In this episode, we'll be exploring the idea of tiny things that you might notice. Clover on the ground, a funny shaped cloud, things that normally we take for granted. This first book is called Fox Eyes, and it's by Margaret Wise Brown, and it's illustrated by Garth Williams. There was once a spy, a red fox, who came to spy on the possums. There were 5 of them, and they were supposed to be asleep. But they weren't. They each had one eye open. They were playing possum. The fox noted all this and went on his way. But with their one eye open, the possums had seen the eye of the fox gleaming through the hole. They knew that the fox knew they were playing possum and that he had caught on to their tricks. A rabbit running through the field heard the fox nearby and he froze. He stopped stark still against the rabbit-colored grass and froze to the stillness of a rock. Even his rabbit's smell was frozen to no smell as he crouched there, invisible as something that does not move or smell or look like much. But the fox peeked through a hole in a log and watched the field for a long time. He saw the rabbit's ears go up, so he coughed, "Whisker-chew," and the rabbit knew the fox had seen through his tricks and that it was time to run. A squirrel was bustling about under a hazelnut tree. He frisked his tail and peered about, then dashed up a nearby oak tree to a hole where he hid his nuts. But the fox was peeking from behind a rock, and he saw where the little squirrel hid his nuts. The fox coughed, "Whisker-chew," and the little squirrel knew that the fox had seen his hiding place. The fox came to the cave where the bear lived. He peeked through a hole in the top of the cave, and he saw a big fat bear sound asleep. The bear woke up and yawned till his white teeth gleamed in his big pink mouth. Then he stretched and lumbered out of the cave. The fox followed. He saw the bear go to a big stump where he hid his honey. Then he saw the bear take a big sticky paw full of honey out of the old stump. "Whisker-chew," the fox coughed. And at that, the bear knew that someone knew where he hid his honey. He saw the fox's tail disappear into the bushes. Then the fox followed a little fat dog way out into the middle of a field, where she went to bury her bone. "Whisker-chew," the fox coughed. And at that, the little fat dog knew that someone knew where she had buried her bone. Then the fox climbed an apple tree. Along the bark of the tree, the eye of a tree toad closed suddenly. The fox coughed, "Whisker-chew," and the tree toad knew that someone had seen him hiding there in plain sight against the bark of the tree. Some children who were supposed to be taking a nap in the afternoon weren't sleeping at all. "Whisker-chew," the fox coughed, and the children knew, the fox knew, that they were not sleeping. All this the fox noted, and he went on his way. But that night, there was pandemonium among the animals. That night, the possums didn't play possum. The rabbit ran around all night. The squirrel got excited and ate all his nuts. The little fat dog dug up her bone. And the bear ate all his honey. The tree toad stayed in a hole in the tree. And the children who were supposed to be sleeping were not sleepy. But the fox just yawned. He sighed and he yawned. Then he lowered his ears, curled his big bushy tail around him, closed his eyes, and went to sleep. He went to sleep right away, without even thinking about what he had seen. For, of course, the fox could never remember the next day what he had seen the day before. But no one knows that but the fox. So for our first song, we're going to be doing this, this, and this, and this again. You might have guessed, yes, it is the Incy Wincy spider. Small, delicate spiders. See if you can find one today. Incy Wincy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy spider went up the spout again. Let's do one more time. This is the hardest part. I just kind of make a little square like that. The Incy Wincy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Incy Wincy spider went up the spout again. For our second book, we have Tiny Perfect Things. And it's by M.H. Clark and illustrated by Madeline Klepper. Today, we keep our eyes open for tiny, perfect things. Like here on the ground, a yellow leaf that the wind blew down. Wasn't that a coincidence? A little yellow leaf just blew down. A spider's web that's caught the light. A snail that climbed the fence last night. See all the crows up in this tree? I watch them, and they watch me. Here's a red bottle cap, and a flower growing through a sidewalk crack, and a man with a beautiful feather in his hat. Look, our shadows are holding hands. They walk when we walk, and they stand when we stand. I see a cat on the steps, and someone we know. Let's wave hello. Here's an apple, way up high, red against the blue, blue sky. And now I see the pale, bright moon. It's getting cold. Let's go home soon. Around the corner, up the stairs, the light is on. Who's waiting there? We found so many things today. A leaf, a snail, a cat, some crows. The world is full of wonders, no matter where we go. Can we go again tomorrow? I wonder what we'll see. The world is full of perfect things. When you come, look with me. I hope this episode has made you curious to go outside today and find and notice small things, or think about things that make you happy. This last song is called My Favorite Things. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Have a good day, everyone.